Most people come to the Baroque oboe from the modern oboe. All of my more successful students have. I understand there are exceptions to this rule, but for the most part, we tend to poach modern instrument players and corrupt them with this two-key business. And so one of the first problems that people have is developing bad habits that they then carry around for the rest of their life. You may not realize it, but you've always squeezed your oboe. Always. Even if you're the most relaxed of modern oboists and your instrument is kept in perfect regulation, you've been squeezing the oboe. You're at least pushing down springs. So when you are switching to this instrument, or if you want to detox from bad habits that you've acquired in this instrument, you really need to get comfortable with just holding it. Just hold it. I really recommend spending time, not just once, repeatedly, putting down the oboe, picking it up, and let your fingers find those 6 holes, and relaxing. And feel how different that is in the way your hands feel from what it feels like to hold your modern oboe and press down 6 keys to play a D. This is home. You should be able to pick it up and find those holes and feel them and not squeeze, because you don't need to squeeze. You're just putting the fingers down there. It's a very different feeling. Most people focus on the lack of the thumb rest. I've never seen anybody drop an oboe. You don't need the thumb rest. Generations of oboists never felt the need for a thumb rest. So if we feel the need for a thumb rest, we're doing something wrong. Just hold it. Put it back down. Pick it up. Hold it. This is home. I'm going to demonstrate to you right now that you don't need to squeeze it. We all test the suction on our top joint on the modern oboe, right? Because if something leaks up here, nothing works. But our definition of leak is pretty lenient, because check this out. I'm not squeezing. Look, I don't even have my thumb on it. Ah, I'm going to give myself a blister. This would be surreal if my Marigot or your Lorraine or anything behaved like this. You would marry your technician. It's like science fiction, really. The point is, you don't need to squeeze. You've never experienced on a modern oboe a seal like you can get on a Baroque oboe. I mean, there's enough disadvantages to not having keys. You got to grab onto the advantages, and that's one of them. And most people don't. Why? Because they're still squeezing the oboe as if it had keys. So don't. This is home. Get used to it. Pick up the oboe, put it down. This is home. Next, try moving a couple of fingers. Play a G and feel the difference between one hand and the other. If you're doing it right, this hand, you should feel some amount of work that your hand is doing to keep those fingers up in the air. Whereas in this hand, they're relaxing. They're just home. So, here's today's upside-down Baroque oboe concept. On the modern oboe, all your life, you've put down fingers in order to play different notes. You put down different fingers. On the Baroque oboe, we pick up different fingers. To play a C, I have to hold 5 fingers up in the air. Oh, that's much harder than playing an E, where I only have to put 1 finger up in the air. It's important to get the physicality of this under your skin. Only then will you be able to feel how relaxed your fingers can be compared to a modern oboe. And I'm not disparaging the modern oboe, I love it. But these are the differences. In order to play this instrument well, you've got to get the hang of not squeezing.